Well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. This is part 9 of the Humvee Recon project. And so I'm going to continue working on this hood. Not quite done yet. What I was thinking about putting up here is that for right now, the hood is kind of flush. And there's no way for me to pick up the front of the hood and raise it. So I need like some kind of hooks out here. Now this big hooks inside, they're just like too far in there for me to lift. So I want something that's like out here. And I was thinking of doing something cool. And then I ran across 4 of these. Now these are the cutout for the tail lights. And I saved them just in case, for something. And check this out. So I can have a hook that look like that. It's really cool looking, and I should have enough room to lift it up. I'm gonna do 1 on each side. Since I have 4, what I'm gonna do is try to pair them up just like that, and then put a filler piece on each side to make it nice and thick. So I'm gonna get the project started. Hopefully I can get it done in a couple hours. Grind it, weld it on, and then that'll be the last piece that I'm gonna do, I hope. And then I'm gonna try to get the hood to come back, put the hinges on it, see if everything fit, and then at that point I can just walk away and work on something else. And this is kind of almost there. So I'm gonna show you real quick on how to make the wraps around these. So what I did was I cut these 1-inch piece into length, and I just like measured the length of this wraps, and then give it some extra room. I can trim it later. And so these are already pre-bent. You can see that I bend it. These are matching the outside like that. And then I'll just weld 1 of these on each side and be done with that. So that's the outside. Now this piece is the inside. So it's the same procedure. You just kind of measure the length of each one of these, and you wrap on the inside. Now here's a trick to bending these. So after you measure like each length, of course you make a mark, put it in your vise. Now the biggest thing though is to try to find a right angle block. Anything would work, like a ruler. I just happen to have these around the shop. And what I do is I want to make sure that there's a 90 degrees angle between this vertical piece and my vise. So when I strike it with a hammer, I want it to fold in with a 90 degrees angle. Otherwise, let's say if you have it crooked like this and you whack on it, and then it's gonna bend like crooked. So yeah, just make sure you get this nice and straight line to form a 90 degrees angle. Hit it with a hammer. Hit a little bit of time until it conforms to your surface. That's pretty much it for making these wrap around. After that, I'm just gonna like tack weld and then finish weld and grind. Just same procedure to what I've done to the hooks, like the 2 big hooks sitting on top of the hood. Hope that helps a little bit on your project. Alright guys, the handles are done. I could have gone and bought something, but I figure it's more unique if I just handmade the entire body instead of just going and buy stuff. So this is going to look very unique. It's going to go on there just like that. Now how cool is that? I'll go ahead and weld it in. Well, here it is guys. Everything fit perfectly. Got those two handles on. Love the way it looks. The hinges are working pretty well as well. On this side, I probably need to have a little bit of a shim here because I think I'm about a 16 inch gap right there. I mean the level of the hood, but that's adjustable. The other side looks really good. Looking from back here. We're almost there. I just ran into a little bit of a problem with this hinge. So let me see if you can see it. The hinge axis is not parallel to the lines. And that's a problem because the other side lines up perfectly, this side is not. So as I rotate the hood up this way, this pin is gonna bend because it's not parallel to the axis. So it's gonna be a little bit hard to do because I welded the two nuts below here to the hood. So my plan is I'm gonna leave this the way it is. These are fully adjustable, so these can be rotated. It's got like bigger holes on the inside. Now this hole right here, I'm gonna get this bolt out and I'm gonna drill right through the bolt below, and I'm gonna make it a clearance hole, and then I'm gonna use an actual bolt below it to bolt this back on. And what that's allowed me to do is I'm gonna be able to rotate this way to correct the alignment, so that way I can get this to straighten out. The other side, I was lucky, it lined up perfectly, so that's great. A little bit of work here, and then we should be good to go. You can see there's a lot of like final grinding to do, but I'm gonna do that when I get the hood off, get this truck outside, and we're gonna start doing all the final grinding. But on the hood side, besides this little misalignment, I think we're good. It is now completely straight. You can see that I drew that clearance hole right there. This is gonna fall right through. I'm just gonna bolt it from below. I'm just gonna like bolt this one. Let's say when there's an engine in there and I can't get underneath, I'll just have the hood lifted up that way and come in here, tighten that bolt. So as long as I have like one of these weld-in bolt, I should be all set. Easy problem fix. Well guys, the hood is completed. I'm glad it's finally done. There is just so much work been put onto this hood. It took me like over a month just working the hood. But I'm really really happy with the outcome, with how it turns out. Everything is perfect, just the way I want it. So now I can start working on something else. The next step is I'm going to start working on the interior, get the dash going, finalize all the interior towards the back, make the cover for the tail lights, and get all that done. So yeah, at this point I'm gonna just wrap up this video and post it so you guys know what I'm up to for the last week or two, and I'm gonna start another video on interior. Once again, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.